Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Rankin. Today we're going to be talking about line plots. So if you look at the slideshow here, you're going to follow along as I discuss kind of what that line plot's about, okay? At the very top it says favorite colors. That's your title of what the line plot is that we're talking about, okay? At the very bottom, you're going to have a label. It tells you what is being measured. So in this case, we have colors that are being measured. The data that represents the colors is going to be on the line. So it's kind of like our number line that we've done before with our arrows on each side. We have our little ticks here with these little lines here to represent the different colors, and they're separated with the same amount of space on the line, okay? The data that we're collecting is red, blue, purple, and green. Those are the 4 different colors that they're going to collect the data on to see which one is the favorite color, okay? To go ahead and indicate which one represents a favorite color, we're going to use the X, okay? So if you look up here, you're going to see 1X. That means 1 person voted for red. You have 4 X's on blue, so 4 people voted for blue. On purple, 2 people voted for purple, and on green, you have 5 people voted for green. So if I asked you how many people voted in all, you'd have to add all those X's up. Okay, so in my head I know 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 4 is 11, 11 plus 1 is 12. So I know that I had asked 12 people to give me their data so that I could go ahead and create a line plot to show favorite colors. Okay, now we're going to move on to, let's go back to this one here a second where it says our favorite colors. So I already have the information on here, so we didn't have to collect it. It's already a completed line plot. So if you look at this and I would say which color is like the most, you're going to tell me green because there's 3 people that like green. There are no other numbers that are actually higher, okay, on here because I have 2 for red, 1 for orange, 2 for blue, 1 for pink or purple, and 1 for pink. If I ask you which 3 colors have the same votes, you would tell me pink, purple, and orange because they all have 1 vote. Okay, if and also you would also say blue and red also have the same vote as well because they have 2 picks. If I ask how many more people like green than orange, that means we're comparing because we're using how many more. So you're going to say 3 minus 1 equals 2. So 2 more people like green than they do orange. Okay, let's move down to actually creating a line plot, which we're lucky because we already have our title at the top. Says our favorite pizza toppings, and at the bottom we also have our label, the different toppings that we're measuring. Those are cheese, sausage, pepperoni, ham, and pineapple, and pepper and mushrooms. So we're just going to pretend that we've asked some people to help us out with this. So we're going to say that when I asked people what their favorite color was, or not color, excuse me, pizza, we're going to say 2 people chose cheese. Okay, so I'm going to pick my X's and move them over. Okay, sometimes you'll be drawing them out, or in this case we're just moving them. I had 1 person like sausage. I have 3 people like pepperoni. That's one of my favorites, I know. I think some of you guys like pepperoni too. And hang on a second, if I can move that over a little bit. We want to make sure it's lined up nicely so we can compare our data a little bit easier. So we'll say 3 people like pepperoni. We're going to say 1 person likes ham and pineapple. And we'll say 3 people like pepper and mushrooms, okay? And so once I have my data placed where it needs to be, okay, I can go ahead and do some comparing. So if you look up here, I can see that pepperoni and pepper mushrooms is my most liked pizza topping, okay? Because they have 3, there's no other data that's higher than 3. Which ones are like the least? So least means the fewest, okay? Fewest votes. So it would be sausage and ham and pineapple because they only have 1, okay? If I said how many more people like pepperoni than cheese, you're going to say in your head, I know that pepperoni has 3, cheese has 2, so 3 minus 2 equals 1, all right? Hi, boys and girls. Now, since you know how to create a line plot, I would like you to go ahead and go to your Google Classroom, pick a line plot activity on Seesaw, and I want you to try one of those out and see if you can do that. Okay? We'll talk to you next time. We're going to do a challenge activity. Okay?